Dr. Jha is with us. He is continuously supporting us for the performance, for the growth of the profession. So, before going to the research, you should have some inquiry about the research. That what is the problem statement you want. Nicely
ऑटोमेटिकली ऑफ हो जा रहा है.
हाँ तब मैं लूज कनेक्शन.
अंजन.
So you should have some inquiry in your mind, right? So this inquiry I did in my masters. I did the research in chemotherapy. How it came in my mind, because when I did my GNA, then I was a student of Thakurpur Cancer Hospital. That time I saw that with the effects of chemotherapy, how much the patient suffers with the chemotherapy, with the side effects. But frankly, I am speaking, that time I was not bothered so much. Doctor gave the advice, okay, I will see the advice, I will start the chemotherapy. But I never gave a thought that why these effects are doing, how they are effects with the cell cycle, how they are interrupted with the cell cycle, what are the specific side effects of the chemotherapy, how the patient that means how we can relieve the patient from the side effects. So, it has been estimated that now 9 million new cancer cases are diagnosed every year and 4.5 million die from cancer in the world. And chemotherapy is a treatment modalities of cancer. So, for formulation on that, I did my research based on the problem statement. So, first research you have to be inquire with the problem statement. What is the problem statement? That means what is your inquiry? You just want to find the results. Research is a very interesting thing. It's just like a mathematics. Just you have to know the methodology. At the same time, you have to correlate with your studies. So first I will tell you what is the characteristics of the problem statement. Now we see my problem statement. I study to evaluate the effectiveness of self-instructional module among staff nurses on side effects and care of the side effects of chemotherapy in a selected hospital, Kolkata. Now first, I will start with the evaluative study. In every research, you have to state in an assertive way. You cannot give a question. You have to be very sincere that you may compare within the subjects. You may got some evaluation. Here, what I try to find out, some evaluation. That if I give some teaching to the staff nurses about the side effects and care of the side effects of chemotherapy, how they nicely did the chemotherapy after that. So it is the evaluation. How I do the evaluation? Nevertheless, it is a question that all the researchers will be the same time. You can do a comparative study. You can do a retrospective study. You can do a prospective study. There are different kinds of study. This is one kind of study. Now, I have made one self-instructional module. That is my independent variable. In research, the terms should be measurable and observable. There is no space of gossip. You just have to be very distinct, precise with your terms. Now, what is independent variable? Independent variable is that what you can manipulate. You yourself can manipulate. That is the independent variable. In my research, my sim was the independent variable because I made the sim. So how I made the sim? With the comments of the experts, with the comments of the validators, I made the sim. So in my research, my sim is my independent variable. Now I will assess the effectiveness. How I will assess the effectiveness? In terms of knowledge gain. That if I do the sim to some sisters, they will read the sim and then they will give some test. In that test, I will assess that they will gain knowledge or not. So that is my dependent variable. Regarding what I did the research, regarding side effects and care of the side effects of chemotherapy. And the research should be conducted in a setting that should be stated in your problem statement. In what? That it may be a tertiary hospital, it may be a community care, it may be a primary health center where you have conducted the research. So I have conducted in a selected hospital, Kolkata. I have conducted in the hospital, in our hospital, but I cannot write the name, so I wrote that this is selected hospital, Kolkata. This is your problem statement. Now next you have to decide that what is the purpose of your study, why you are doing the study, why. The purpose is about your inquiry, identification, description, exploration, explanation and prediction control. These all things you are going with the purpose of the study, why you are doing the study. So why I did? Because to evaluate and validate my self-instructional module. Two things, evaluation, validation, separate terms. Evaluate means I have evaluated with the knowledge gain, that is with some calculation. You cannot say something, you have to prove with the mathematics. That is the main thing of research. And after that you have evaluate and validate. How I did the validation? Did with the experts. They have gave some opinion, and after that I made a table, and that only I can validate my sim. So that was the purpose of my study. And why I did? Because to maintain a state of well-being. If I listen the effects of the chemotherapy, if I give some new ideas, definitely patients' quality of life will be improved. So that was the purpose of my study. Next, you will come to the objectives. What do you mean by the objectives? Objectives is your description about the study. These objectives are very, very specific and precise. First objective was to assess the knowledge among staff nurses on, because whenever you are giving some teaching, first you have to assess the knowledge, that how much they will know. If they are aware of the description of the cell, if they know the G1 phase, what the phases the chemotherapy will work, if they know that there is some specific side effects, some cardiac side effects, different types of side effects, and if they know that how much they will give care, what things, chemotherapy, how nowadays it is used as adjuvant chemotherapy, neoadjuvant chemotherapy, is the concept is there. So first you have to assess the knowledge. Then you have to develop and validate the sim about the side effects and care of the side effects. Then you have to determine the effectiveness in terms of knowledge gain. How it will determine? That means you have to go with some test. Then it will understand. When I will discuss the sampling design, that time you will understand what is the tests. So assumption means something you have to assume that nurses will express their free and frank opinion. Obviously, when I am asking some question or I am giving some question to you, you will express your views. Definitely, whatever views you have, you will express them. So that is my assumption. Now, the important things is the research variable, which I told already in the time of problem statement, that independent variable means you have to do manipulation with the variable. Independent variable, why? See that I have made, it is already with my research. Anybody can take my research and find out that how I have made the same. Seeing that I manipulated with the opinion of the experts. I sent to 7 experts, 4 of them are medical oncologists and 3 of them are the professor in medical surgical nursing. After the validation table, that means in validation also there are so many parts, like the persons may be agree, somehow they are not agree, or somehow in the middle. Somebody is telling, okay, I am not fully agree, but partially agree. But in validation table, you cannot take the partially agree parts. You have to take only that part that everybody is fully agreed. Otherwise, your calculation will not match. So that is the main thing. Dependent variable is what? Dependent variable is that it depends on the independent variable. Depends, that is the effect. It is a cause and effect relationship between the independent and dependent variable. And extraneous variable or selected variables is what you cannot manipulate. Why? One person's age is 40, another person's age is 50. One person's age is 22. Can I manipulate? Is it possible? Not possible. So these are the extraneous variables, like conducive environment. I am giving some teaching, somebody is making some noise. Can I control? I can 1 time say, will you please keep quiet. After that I will keep my mouth shut. So I will not tell anything. That is not the conducive environment. Sometimes one school or administrative building is very nearby the road. So there is some chaos in the roads. So in that road also there may be some noise. So you cannot control this extraneous variable. Now, the main thing is your hypothesis. What is the hypothesis? Hypothesis means there is a tentative relationship between the variables. What to expect? The hypothesis may be of inductive hypothesis, deductive hypothesis. What does it mean? Inductive hypothesis means you will begin with some observation and you will do the generalization. That is your inductive hypothesis. And deductive hypothesis is what? Deductive hypothesis begins with the theories and you will apply to some situation. That is your deductive hypothesis. And another thing is hypothesis is simple versus complex, directional versus non-directional, noun versus research hypothesis. I know that you are not exposed with the terms, but if you do on any of the small study also, you have to maintain this pathway. Because in every research that is very methodical. You cannot use whatever you like. You have to go with the pathway. So what is simple versus complex hypothesis? That means there is one independent variable and one dependent variable. That is the simple hypothesis. When it is complex, there are more than one independent and dependent variable. Directional versus non-directional. What does it mean? Directional means you will say that there is some tentative direction. That you will say that if I give the knowledge, suppose I am saying that I am giving the knowledge, definitely knowledge will improve. That I expect, the knowledge will improve. That is the directional hypothesis. But if suppose patient is suffering from asthma, you are doing 4 or 5 options of drug, but you don't know that what the drug will be most effective. You don't know. After that, after the research, you will find that this particular drug is very effective in this case. So that is a non-directional. Previously you cannot direct. But in terms of knowledge gain or in terms of knowledge questionnaire, you can say that if I give the knowledge, but after the research, you have to prove that your knowledge is increased. So what was the hypothesis? That mean post-test knowledge score of the nurses will be increased significantly higher than the mean pre-test knowledge. And there is a significant association. That is the most important thing we are I find my study that with the levels of years of experience, knowledge is increased. So we respect our seniors. So we respect whoever has the experience about the particular subject. Why? Because they are exposed the same thing for different years, so many years, and with the exposure, their level of knowledge is increased. And that I have proved in my study. In the association I found that is a very good association which nobody can find. Operational terms means some terms you have to define according to your research. Then it is coming to the conceptual framework. What is the conceptual framework? That means whatever study you are doing, you have to fit with some theory. That means in my study, what I did, the conceptual framework is based on input, process, output. Input means what I did to the characteristics. Like I considered the age, years of experience, professional qualification, in-service education, and across side by side the marital status. After that, I gave the process. That means I gave the scene to the nurses. They read. Now, in reading, every individual have some learning system is always individualized. Everybody learn with their own pace. You say 5 people are there. 5 people cannot learn at the same pace. There is some different pace. First one is learning is very fast. Someone learning is very slow. So that is depend on the individual characteristics. And what is the output? Output means you have gained knowledge or you may not gain knowledge. Somebody is reading, 10 people are reading, 2 of them will gain knowledge, Baki 8 will pass the time and they will go. That is, we know, before research also we know everything. But the thing is, you have to consider both the things, that you have gained and you have not gained. So, but in research, you have to focus. The main thing that you have gained, you have to prove that you have gained something. So, the not gained, you will not consider in your study. That is the pathway of research. So inclusion criteria and exclusion criteria means what criteria you have included. Like I included who are registered in nursing and nursing council. That means I can take some nurses aid also. In different hospitals they are working some nurses aid. But I won't include them. I include only who is having the qualified degree or diploma. Then review of literature in my study. The review of literature means what? The side effects of chemotherapy. What are the modern review? And there is also on rules. Last 10 years review of literature only you can take. You cannot take like 53, what research has been done in 1953, that reference you cannot make. There is some rules and regulations that you have to take only 10 years reference. In that, I have managed with the side effects, management of the side effects and effectiveness of the self-instructional module. Now, we will come to the research design. That is the most important thing, that how will you fit your research in some design. In the research design, mainly we are divided into 3 parts. One is experimental design, one is quasi-experimental design, and another is non-experimental design. In the quasi-manipulation, that means experimental design means manipulation, control, and at the same time it is manipulation, control, and randomization. So what does it mean? Manipulation, control, and randomization. It means that suppose there is experimental and control group. This idea should be very clear. Experimental, what is experimental, what is control group? Experimental means consists of suppose 10 people whom you have not given any intervention. Like in one setup, you select 10 nurses whom you did not given any experiment. That means you are not interpreting with them. Then you gave some questionnaire. They have answered the questionnaire, and other group, that is the control group, then you have given some exposure. They are reading the things. Then we do compare between the experimental group and the control group. And then we will decide that what type of design you will make. There is some case control study, this is one things is one chapter, very vast and very big things. But what I am in a nutshell, you will just know the pathway of research. If you want to do some small studies in your respective areas, in your units, that like you can do some surgical dressing, you can do some research about the surgical dressings, that what type of ointment you are giving, that is the experimental research. You will experiment, you will intervene with something, and after that you will observe what outcome. What is the outcome of that result? In that way, previously we are giving the Maxalt, now we are giving the Thrombophone. There are many things which comes about the nursing research. Now, in that, based on the research only, the VIP scale is maintained in the thrombophlebitis. If the patient is having thrombophlebitis, we cannot wait. Previously, it was ruled that after 96 hours you will change the Jelco. But nowadays, there is no rules. You will go with the VIP scale. That if there is erythema, if there is redness around your Jelco, you see, you discard and change the Jelco. That is the nurse's responsibility. You should not wait for the doctor will come, you will give advice. No, not like that. Whenever you feel that it is making some problem to the patient, and even if when we are working in BM Birla, in CVP AVP catheter, also the Shubhendu Shankar, our anesthetist in charge, he told that whenever you feel it is not working, you please remove. Evidence by that you are confident. The things is not working. So don't wait. If it is not working, no use of keeping it. In that way our progress, our growth will be there. Day by day our growth will be there if I do the small type of researches. Then you have, this is the setting. Setting means that where we have conducted the study. And another is the sampling. Sampling is a very important thing. Sampling technique. Sampling means how you choose your population. Your population may be the human being, your population may be the others. But one thing, when you consider the human being as a population, you have to have the ethical consideration. That is the most important thing. Before going to the research, if you consider any human being as your subjects, you have to take the ethical consideration. Sampling means, suppose we have 450 nurses or 150 nurses, but I want to do study with 60 nurses. How I will choose? I cannot choose that you are very fair, you are very tall, you come to my subjects. That is not the way. I cannot choose. That technique is known as the sampling technique. The sampling technique, that means it may be probability, it may be non-probability. What are the probability? Probability means simple random sampling. Random means what? Suppose I called one day 160 nurses. You come here. I made some cheat. 50 cheats like lottery system. I made in a board and I asked everyone, you please pick up one cheat. In one cheat there will be tick mark, one cheat there will be cross mark. So everybody has the equal chance to be selected as a sample. Why? Because in that way you can do the generalization of your topic. Whatever you have learned, whatever you are finding, you have to generalize it. Generalization is possible only when you are doing with the simple random sampling, that means the probability sampling. There are 4 types of probability sampling. In any type, if you follow, then in that time you can do the generalization of the subject. Then another is the non-probability. Non-probability means we are not finding so much of subject. Suppose I want to do one research on cervix, CA cervix. Practice of the CA